Good evening from the Alton Towers Resort, where it's Scarefest 2025, and tonight we're going to stroll around the full park, checking out the park in the dark. Of course, night rides are a huge part of Scarefest, and look at this sunset over X Sector. It is gorgeous tonight. This has been the warmest start to a Scarefest that I've ever known. Like, it's been perfect weather, and we're going to be in for a really nice evening for walking around all the different areas and getting lots of footage of this park lit up at night. Alton Towers is beautiful in the daytime, but blimey, at night it's on another level. It really is fantastic. What they do with the lighting in the different areas, the smoke, the audio, it all comes together for a really nice evening experience. And it's going to be the perfect night for walking around. That's the good thing with Scarefest. The park's open through until 9 o'clock, which leaves you plenty of time to get those night rides in. And as the event goes on into October and through to the start of November this year, it's going to be getting darker, the night's going to be drawing in, so you're going to be getting even more nighttime riding. At the moment, we're still like the end of September, so there's only like a couple of hours to get those night rides in, which is still plenty of time, but still, it's going to get even better as we get closer to Halloween and of course as the event progresses. If you haven't already, make sure you check out our vlog here on the channel from a couple of days ago. Full Scarefest vlog, talking all about the scare mazes, got our reviews to Edge of the Forest, which is the new scare maze for this year, all based around Dark Forest. We also did Dark Hollow, the new scare zone, which is amazing. We took you inside there, we took you inside burial grounds, and reviews for all of the other individual attractions as well. Anyway, I'm going to wait for it to get a little bit darker, and then we'll probably start down in X Sector, get some footage of all the rides at night. I'll share a few top tips with you coming to Scarefest, and talk about, of course, my favourite night rides that I love doing here at the resort. Oh, look at that, the sun going down just behind X Sector. Love this view of the skyline when you walk down here and see the Smiler off to the right, the vertical lift hill, and of course the standard lift hill on the right, and then Oblivion there in the distance making its way onto the precipice. Obviously Alton Towers can't build above the tree height, so it hasn't really got much of a skyline in most areas. However, when you do walk down here and see this, I do love it. They do well to build what they do here, don't they? Considering, you know, they have so many planning restrictions. What's your favourite night ride here at Alton Towers? I would love to know. In fact, whilst I'm waiting, I might just have a single rider ride over on the Smiler, let it get a little bit darker before getting some more footage. I thought we'll start down here in X Sector, kind of do the back part of the park first, and then probably end down in Forbidden Valley. Looking forward to seeing Toxicator again at night. So it looked the part earlier this year when we had Alton After Dark right at the start of the season. And now we're near the end of the season. I can't believe it. It's gone fast this year. Well, I've just had an awesome ride in a single rider queue on Oblivion, and I walked straight on. Sun was going down and it was beautiful. And I can't believe what is playing here in X Sector. Listen to the music. Anybody recognise it? A real classical piece that actually used to be in the queue line and part of the attraction for the Sanctuary, the scare maze that opened the year before the Smiler, if you remember, to help promote the backstory with the Ministry of Joy and Dr. Kalman. Like, just goosebumps hearing that. One of the most iconic mazes in Alton Towers history. Well, this is the first time since the Sanctuary left the park many, many years ago that I've heard this playing down here. I can't believe it's playing. I hope that picked up for it. It's coming out of these speakers from above the rehydrator. You can just hear it now. Obviously it's blended in with the Smiler soundtrack over there, but if we come more on this side, I think you can hear it a bit clearer. I can't believe that they're playing that. I must just realise how poor of a state this is in. Look at that. Here we go. Yeah, I'm getting very excited. Someone that used to love the Sanctuary, I know Charlotte did too. I think it's great to hear that playing at Alton Towers again. Yeah, it wasn't made for the park. It's like a classical piece of music. But of course Alton Towers used it for the Sanctuary. Yeah, that is brilliant. What a throwback. Honestly, that just brings back so many happy memories from the Smiler. I thought it was an excellent scare maze. Probably one of the most creepy mazes that Alton Towers have ever done, with some brilliant scares, and love the theme of that as well. And all kind of built us up ready for the following year, 2013, and the opening of the Smiler. Love the Smiler roaring round X Sector, and yeah, you can just start to see the face there being projected onto the side of the Smiler station. Yeah, I do love that effect. I also have always loved how close you can get to the inversions on the Smiler, and that's the thing without the queue line setup. Yes, it gets very noisy and sometimes it gets a bit too much when you're standing underneath it, but blimey, you get close to the ride, don't you? You get some good views, especially here on the corner. And the Smiler is a really good night ride. It's quite disorientating when you go on it. Obviously, you know, it's not pitch black round here because you've got the Marmalizer with the big screen that lights it up quite a bit around the area. It's quite funny really how they've got that in there, because it means they don't need to put any other lights around the queue line or anything because it's bright enough just because of the big screen there in the middle. Yeah, so it can be quite bright when you're riding it. It's, you know, it's not like a proper dark ride, but still, it is nice riding it at night. Look at that gorgeous autumn sky here in Staffordshire. The sun's really dropped now, so you can see the projections a lot better over there on the side. Smile always. I think the Smiler's been riding pretty good this season. Especially my front row rides that I've had on there throughout the year have been really good. I can't believe we're already talking about like end of season and stuff. Crazy that we're going into October in a few days. I'm still shocked that the old Sanctuary music was playing around here. Like 15 minutes on, I'm still amazed. Oblivion always looks good at night. Got the red flashing beacons around the side, and then obviously there's a big orange light shining on the drop itself as well. It really does look the part. So I think what we're going to do is head out of X sector, have a little look at the towers all lit up, get a few more shots from on the main path a bit further back. Then we'll go and have a loop round through the David Walliams, Dark Forest, head down by Spinball Whizzer, Wicker Man, and obviously head up through Mutiny Bay, Katanga Canyon, Gloomy Wood and Forbidden Valley. Wow, that sky is just perfect tonight. I don't think the camera does it justice, but that is beautiful over there behind the drop for Oblivion. And actually Oblivion is a great night ride, or should I say a sunset ride as well. Like this is fantastic. And it's a Sunday evening when I'm filming this video here at Alton Towers. Don't forget that Scarefest isn't on every single night now. Make sure you check the calendar. Yeah, it's off now until Friday. Then running weekends for a couple of weeks, and then of course be every day during the main half-term run. But yeah, I don't want you all coming to Alton Towers on the wrong day. You'll end up with a 4 o'clock close. But it will be very quiet if you are coming on them weekdays in between Scarefest. I expect some very quiet days. I might come up and actually have a bit of a really quiet day on one of these weekdays, saying that we have got some trips coming up. I think what we'll do first actually is take a left here. We're just going to have a little look down by Spinball Whizzer and see that at night. Then we'll come back in front of the towers and head up towards Dark Forest. Oh, look at that. This is why I like to do a dedicated video to this. I don't have time to get this in with the maze reviews, you know. Wanting to always come around and document it, and what a lovely night for it tonight. It's gorgeous. Oh, and here's Gretel all lit up at night as well. I think it's awesome how all these different photo opportunities they've put around for this year are all lit up at night too. Fantastic, just really adds to it. And as you can see from the pathways here, Sunday nights are a good night for coming to Scarefest. I say it every year, park's still open through until 9. There's like 90 minutes until the park closes. And yeah, look at this, like pathways, really quiet. The Smiler just was advertised on 20, Oblivion's walk on. So yeah, Sunday nights are really good if you can come. And of course, stay through until that time of the 9 o'clock close. It is definitely worth it. Right, let's go and have a look down at Spinball Whizzer. Oh, it's nice not seeing all the Tacky Daz games over here on the left this year. I hated it, I really didn't like it. I think it looked so poor from the exterior down here as well. All the lights look good in the trees here on the right hand side. See quite a few people dressed up for Scarefest today as well. Let us know in the comments, are you going to be dressing up? And what are you dressing up as? We've done quite a few different costumes over the years. We didn't get round to it last year though, but maybe we will this year with it being a bit of a longer run. We will see. It's a 5-minute wait for Spinball tonight. It's quiet. I think a lot of that comes with the location of Alton Towers as well. Obviously it hasn't really got the best public transport links. No train station really close. Buses are really limited. You know, you travel by car, so yeah, it always just filter out on these evenings. Saturday night last night did stay pretty busy, but Sunday night tonight when people are back in work and school and things tomorrow, then yeah, you're going to be in for a quieter night if you can stick it out. It's definitely worth it. And we see a lot of light improvements over the past couple of years, which is really nice. Like this, it just used to be block white floodlights, but now it's all red. I do enjoy Spinball Wizard, a very underrated ride as well here at Alton Towers, and it's a good night ride, even more so now that it's got the red lighting. Not so much when it used to have like the block white lighting, but yeah, it's a lot better now. Spinning and a whizzing. I just wanted to get in that not all the rides are open through until 9. CBeebies land does close at 5 o'clock. I do think CBeebies probably should have been open until maybe 6. I can understand closing it earlier. Yeah, it is an area designed for the little ones at the end of the day. But yeah, I do think that 5, a little bit stingy. I think at 6 o'clock would have been better for that area. But still, yeah, that is all closed off now, so we won't be going into CBeebies line tonight. But yeah, other than that, everythhy's open. Obviously the Rapids, actually, they're closed now for the season for maintenance. Yeah, I think that's just another cutback, to be honest, shutting the Rapids early. But yeah, they are closed for scheduled maintenance, and they'll be back in 2026. One of the speakers not working down there. I heard like heads back, hold tight, here we go, like on one bit, but not all of it. Spinball Wizard. Oh, this is what Scarefest is all about, isn't it? Walking around the park in the dark, getting those night rides in. Scare maze are fantastic, scare zones are awesome, but it really is the night rides that bring it all together, isn't it? Wow, what a view of the towers just over there as well. I didn't actually walk along this path last night. Did the top path up there, but not this bottom one, so we'll get a few shots from down here now. There's Patch all lit up, fast and freaky, fresh from our Patch. I didn't even notice yesterday until someone pointed it out. You have got the license plate on the front. This is just a nice little touch actually. Patch 1, but then if we go really close, just says Patch's Pumpkin Delivery Limited, operated by Alton Towers Resort. Didn't spot that. I love them little details like that. And this has got quite a few bits of lighting on it. It looks awesome. And yeah, I've seen so many people having photos with these around the park. It's great, it really is. I think what I would have done for this year is brought the big Scarefest sign that's on Towers Street and put it out the front here of the towers. How good would it have looked there with the backdrop of the towers? And it really is the setting of Alton Towers that has always made this park special, isn't it? Look at that, it is just gorgeous. And I love the green and the purple with the red backlit banqueting hall window there. Yeah, it looks really nice. Wow, and just that sky tonight as well, it just looks perfect. Yeah, what a building, like there's nowhere quite like it, is there? When you look at it like that, it is a beautiful park. It really is. It's a park that's got its problems and has got some potential, you know, it really needs some investment, but you know what? Like when you see that, it really is magical, it's special. What an asset to have. Stunning. The beautiful towers. Yeah, they've got to be careful though. This bush is getting a bit big, isn't it? Here, they might need to chop this back a little bit actually. It's going to start blocking that view a little bit soon. Yeah, get that pruned a little bit just so it doesn't block that window. Go back a few years and there was generators everywhere around the park, and luckily there's nowhere near as many now. You still get a few like the one just over here, but luckily they're actually nowhere near as noisy as they used to be either. Obviously that's just how technology, I guess, has improved over the years, like the diesel generators. Like these are a lot better now than the old ones they used to be. There used to be smoke coming out of them and everything. Yeah, quite a bit different now to how they used to be. I'm happy to report as well, actually, a bit of an update on the music, which has not been ready yesterday. Yeah, we've had the normal spooky music playing in the daytime today, and then this more kind of dramatic music at night. Yeah, they must have just forgot yesterday. Yeah, I mentioned it in the vlog. It's been fixed for today. You got to think they've got a lot to think about, and they were the first day, changing over soundtracks and getting all the lighting on and everything. But yeah, they must have just forgot. Yeah, music's back on form today. Who remembers about 5 years ago when we had that horrible like rock soundtrack playing around the park? It was horrible. It lasted like 2 nights, I think, and then it changed all of a sudden. Yeah, it was a real poor track. It just did not fit with the vibe of Towers at all. It was more something you'd expect at like Universal, you know, not a beautiful gothic mansion like this. Nice, on bobble lit up just there as well. Phil on the top with the lights on. Have we got this smoke effect on? It looks like it. I think it is. There we go. Yeah, so they've got this tube that runs down here in the moat, and then obviously the smoke comes out of it, and yeah, this gives a really nice effect. Yeah, I do love all this. It looks brilliant. Lighting is looking on point in all the trees here as well. Look at this. And the signage. I thought, you know what, I might as well go through Dark Hollow again, because if we're going down into Dark Forest anyway, it'd be a dead end and I'd walk further back, so we might as well go through, have another walk through and show you it again. I did go through in the daytime earlier on, and it was still good fun. You know, you get to see a lot more in the daytime, but you know what, there's a bear on the loose down here. You gotta watch out for him. I also went through Edge of the Forest earlier on as well, which was my second go through, and I enjoyed it again. You know, it was good going through. The theming is excellent. It just gets a little bit repetitive going through the same scenes, and I know that is the storyline, like you are literally getting lost in the woods and you're seeing this cottage, and the Leshwal had some good jump scares, a couple more than yesterday at the end, but it still isn't my favourite. You know, I do think they've done a great job with the theming, but yeah, I'm just hoping, you know, for a bit more intensity as you're going through. It's a walk on Dark Hollow, we're straight in. This though is like the sleeper hit of the year. Everyone's been really enjoying it. It's so funny, that bear that just comes out from the side. In the daytime they've got to hide a bit more as well, so they've been literally like going really far back in the bushes and had some great scares from the big bear earlier on. Yeah, I put a video on TikTok and Instagram, and of course make sure you give us a follow on TikTok and Insta and Facebook if you haven't already. Here we go. Sure, the statues are moving in there. This is brilliant though, and free of charge. I just like that effect, you know, with the smoke and then the light from behind. They're hiding more in the bushes tonight. How creepy is that scene? Oh. What's he got there tonight? This is excellent. So what you also realise in the daytime is how good of a job they did with the... Oh, it's the bear! Yeah, there's a bear on the loose. Yeah, so this, I didn't realise. I thought they just attached the bears to the tree. This is actually a fake tree. I didn't realise at all last night when I did it. There was that much to take in. Here we go. Yeah, this is all fake, and then it's just hiding the truss. So they put a lot of thought into that. Oh God, there's a big bear. Here he is. Is he? There's a bear on the loose. Oh, big bear. I mean, I thought the Big Bear Mountain was at Dollywood, but still. Big bears here at Alton Towers. Also, I did notice in the daytime, which I didn't notice last night, there's actually a figure standing quite far down here. I'll see if I can get it. See how, like, look left when you come down here. There we go. Oh, there you go. You just see down there in the distance. Bye. Yeah, down there in the distance. Like, it's hard to tell because the actor's there. But yeah, there's a figure really far down. That is brilliant. And also, when you come out of the scare zone, make sure you're pressing this just over here, because it actually lets Alton Towers know how good it is. And it shows that we want more free scare zones. Right, let's have a little look over here at Rita. And 13 as well. What are the queues looking like tonight? 15 minutes, I think, for 13. That's good for a night ride. Feels pretty quiet back here. Yeah, I'll get a few shots from around here in Dark Forest. It's like, how much more atmospheric does this look than it did a few years ago? Again, these big tower lights here, this used to be bright white, light down by a Spinball Whizzer. So honestly, like, you can just see everything. Whereas now, it's a lot more green and atmospheric and spooky. I like this Scarefest soundtrack that they play around here. I think this is probably better than the normal soundtrack for Dark Forest. 10 minutes for Rita tonight, that's pretty good. Not bad at all. Yeah, it's a good quiet night for those night rides. It's not like it's even the last bit. There's still over an hour to go until ride close at 9 o'clock. Oh, it looks great there, Rita, at night, doesn't it? Very atmospheric. With the green lighting all the way around. And the spooky sky ride gondola up there. You know what I think would be good? When it closes at night, if they put some lights in there and a couple of skeletons, just in a few of them, where they know where they're going to park. How cool would that be, like, looking up at a skeleton? Just little details they could do. But still, we have had a lot of new props around the park this year. Maybe that's one for next year. Love it. The music's great. Very tense, dramatic. Dark Forest here at Alton Towers Scarefest 2025. Well, it's deserted right down here at the back of the park. You've got the two family attractions there. They do close earlier on, but I did do reviews from those in the vlog from yesterday, so make sure you check that out if you haven't already. The Scarefest opening day vlog. Just wanted to show you it all lit up at night though down here, because it still looks really nice with the festoon lighting. And I thought I'd make it up here before it's closed, but no, it's already closed at 7 o'clock. The world of David Walliams down here. Yeah, the family area at the back. I think it's understandable really that this closed at 7. I think CBeebies maybe, you know, is shutting too early at 5, but 7 for this definitely makes sense. You've just got the dark ride up here, Gangster Granny, the carousel, and also the driving school, and the, I still want to call it the Frog Hopper, but Raji's Bouncy Bottom Burp mini drop tower. But yeah, that closed at 7 during Scarefest. Of course, that does mean if you are a family coming to this event looking for the family attractions, after 7 o'clock, there's not really much open. I mean, you've got the Runaway Mine Train in Katanga Canyon, the Curse at Alton Manor, you know, they're open through until 9 o'clock. But other than them, there's not really loads of family attractions. I guess you've got those in Mutiny Bay as well, but still, just make sure you plan well if you are coming here, so you don't get up here thinking, oh, you know, we'll get a couple of quiet rides when they do close at 7. And the same for CBeebies, with that being a 5 o'clock close. Oh, here's an awesome view, with the towers just peeking through over there and all the lights in the trees. Yeah, it looks brilliant. It's just gone 8 o'clock, so an hour to go until ride close. What I'm going to do now is head down past the gardens and of course down to Wicker Man. We'll have a look at Wicker in the dark. One of the best night rides, and same with 13. 13 is probably the best night ride you can do at Alton Towers because it's fully in the forest. There's no light down there at all. It's really dark, really spooky and atmospheric. I wonder what that big bright white light was then, but then I realised it's shining on Franklin in the middle just over there. Yeah, this is where the stage should have gone in my opinion, just up here on the left hand side. It would have been a great atmosphere, a lot more room around here. Got the neon signage over there, is a great photo op. It's deserted now tonight round here. Hex, that's open through until 9 o'clock. Hey, and there's Franklin all lit up there in the middle. Love the music. Wow, that lighting on Hex looks brilliant. So simple but really effective. Right, let's go and head down towards Mutiny Bay and Wicker Man. Spooky vibes. Here's something that they haven't done this year, which I'm quite surprised about. Normally they change the colour of all these lights down here and filter them either green or blue. But yeah, they are still white this year. Again, I don't know if they just forgot to do it, or maybe it's been part of the changeover that's happened, obviously with entertainment's becoming an external company now, RWS. They've done a good job from what we've seen though, but yeah, I don't know if they've just forgot to do these or not this year. Yeah, normally it's very green down this pathway. I think as well there's a bit of lighting on this part of the gardens. Obviously I do miss the old Garden Lights walk. I thought that used to be really good. Nice family attraction in the evening. There's no actors or anything like that, but it didn't need it. It's quite sad to see no lights at all down there in the gardens. Yeah, I think even just lighting up the statue and a couple of other bits, you know, just in this section would look really nice just when people are walking past here. And here's spooky scary Skelvin in his coffin, lit up at night down there. Looking really good. Oh, I do love those photo ops. But yeah, even these lights that they're putting the trees down here, I'd move them a little bit further along just to light up that part of the gardens really. I think that would look better than just lighting up these trees. So what we'll do, we'll have a little look round at Wicker Man first. Hey! Hello! Oh, I've seen so many fans of the channel over the weekend. It's always nice meeting people that enjoy watching. We really do appreciate your support. I think this is pretty much a common sense one, but I thought I'll just get it in anyway, just in case any of you did want to come and ride Battle Galleons. Of course, that does close at dusk, along with the Sky Ride as well. Yeah, both of them aren't open at night. Hey! The shark is still going round over here though. There he is. This would be the sort of time now where I would enjoy watching the evening performance of Sin Bin, and last year you had all the fire, it was so good. But yeah, this year all the shows are wrapped up by now. Good evening, Bob. There he is. How long we're looking for Feed the Flames tonight? 40 minutes, that's not too bad. For one of the best night rides in the country. Wicker Man. I did briefly touch on this last night, but the lighting's not quite as good as it was back in 2018 when it opened, and yeah, then Scarefest following, because they had like some extra lighting shine on the structure and all of this look really orange. I'm not too sure why they haven't filtered those up there when you know, they have done by Spinball Wizard and Dark Forest. Yeah, they really need to be either red or orange, didn't they there? Yeah, to be honest, yeah, it has certainly looked a lot better around here in previous years, but still, Big Bob is lit up and he's looking really good there, so I'm just going to get a couple of shots around over here. I'm so glad that they managed to keep pruning around this sign. I remember thinking this is just going to get covered up in bushes and everyone will forget that it exists, but no, they are looking after that. And obviously for this year quite a few of the signs were replaced actually. Here he comes. Nothing like feeding the flames and the sound of the generator. One more shot of them flames coming on. Beautiful. It does still look fantastic though, doesn't it? Still one of the best investments made to this park. The best investment since '94 Nemesis, in my opinion. And operations are always solid on there as well. Look at that one train going round, next one going up, and the other one will be in the station, downloading and getting the new guests on. Wicker Man looking spectacular, as always, there at night. There's our good friend Franklin down here at the front. Spooky vibes. The towers always look great over there in the distance. That's one of them views that the camera doesn't do it justice. And the creepy music continues round here throughout Mutiny Bay. Signage looking very good, nice and blue there at the front as well. And I've always liked the little lanterns actually that they have on the front of there. I do think they look great. It's a shame that they haven't brought back these projections up here in the trees again. Yeah, these were really good. They didn't have these last year either, unfortunately. But they had like the little projector set up and these ghosts like hanging up and they projected onto the sheets. They looked really good actually. Yeah, it was a nice effect, but we've not seen that for a couple of years. Saying that, I will let them off a bit this year because they have put lots of other new things in for us to see around the park, which is good. Yeah, do you remember when they used to have the projection of the skeletons dancing in the window of the towers as well? That always used to look quite good. But obviously they replaced that with like a backlit effect on there. What I'm actually just going to do, because I'm going to be exiting the park through Forbidden Valley tonight, is just have a little look around Tower Street again. I did film quite a bit of this last night, but I'm just going to get a few more atmospheric shots of Tower Street, and then we'll head up through Katanga Canyon. I'll probably go through burial grounds on the way up, why not? Even Tower Street is looking a bit whiter than it did last year actually. Yeah, they could definitely do with some more filtered lights on top of these buildings. It's like they've not put the gels on them this year. Signage looks great though, all been repainted as well. Last thing is, as you look after this stuff, it lasts for years. But yeah, that would have looked awesome in front of the towers. I think that's where I'd have put it this year. I like this soundtrack because it's got Hall of the Mountain King mixed into there as well. The iconic Alton Towers tune. There we go, that's Tower Street at night. Yeah, it's definitely not looking as well lit up around here as we've seen in previous years. Got a couple of lights there shining on the pond, but yeah, it just looks a little bit dark in some areas and a little bit too light further down, if that makes sense. Just needs a bit more atmospheric lighting up here in the middle, I think. That looks great there, doesn't it? A real spooky scene. Yeah, it's very quiet, considering there's still 45 minutes to go until ride close. Quiet on the pathway, Sunday night, good night to come if you want some quiet rides during Scarefest. We're going to head up to burial ground shortly. Well, we'll just get a little bit more footage around Mutiny Bay first. Heave ho and off we go. Walk on. That always looks quite good at night. I know there are only standard floodlights, but it always looks pretty good. And Marauders Mayhem over here as well. All these are walk on. Ha! 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 Tell I used to operate that, can't you? Back in the day. I used to do a good pirate impression on there. Right, let's have another look at this Katanga Canyon sign, and then we're going to head up through Burial Grounds. We'll come out the other side, then up into Gloomy Woods. Yeah, it's been a bit of a rush getting around tonight, and it's one of them, obviously, if I'd have joined the queue for the rides, I wouldn't have been able to do them tonight and got round and got all this footage for you all. I would have literally just done a couple of rides and that's it. So I wanted to just make sure that I prioritise getting around the whole park, getting as much footage as I can do. You got to think normally a vlog would be filmed across the full day, but as it's a nighttime vlog, I've only had like about 90 minutes to film this tonight. Shark Bay Reef's still open as well. If you just get a bit cooler and you're looking for somewhere warm to go, you head into the sea life just over there. Right, then, gonna have another walk through Burial Grounds here now, the free scare zone, next to Wicker Man. I'll get a little bit of footage as I go through, and of course we'll continue up through the rest of Katanga Canyon and Gloomy Wood.
You think the Wicker Man can save you now? You're the ram! Where do you think you're going? You better wipe that smell right off your face. Your modern technology be destroyed!
I do love Burial Grounds, and the fact you've got 2 free scare zones at the event for this year, and they're on opposite sides of the park as well, is great, because it just really just adds to the atmosphere of it all. And then that you've got Burial Grounds right next to Wicker Man, Dark Hollow down by Dark Forest. It's just nice, because Scarefest feels like it's around the whole park this year, which I'm really happy about. Yeah, it's got a good vibe. Said this to quite a few people today who've asked me my thoughts in person, and I think it's probably the best Scarefest we've had, at least since COVID, so at least 5 years, maybe even longer than that. You know, it just feels really fresh, really good vibes. I think if Altonville had gone as well, and that had been replaced with another new maze, if we've had like a double whammy this year, that would have been like epic. You know, it would have felt really, really strong. And of course, having some other stage shows back. But still, you can't have everything. Times are tough. Money's obviously tight for Merlin at the moment. They're putting a really good show this year. I'd definitely recommend coming down here to Scarefest. Spooky monorail vibes coming past over there as we enter into Gloomy Woods. So gloomy. Oh, there's Emily up in the window. Very atmospheric around here. I remember back in the day there was like a generator in the corner, and well, that was only a few years ago, to be fair, when it was still Julie had a big generator, and it just didn't look very atmospheric around here, whereas now it really looks the part. All the queue line for the Curse Alton Manor, very atmospheric, all the smoke as well, really good. just love that feel when you walk down here to Forbidden Valley. You see the signage, the music, always does look the part. Hey! What a vibe. Against potential threats to human civilization. Cool out there, lit up as well, isn't it, on the front? Looks great when you walk in. Very quiet down here in the valley. Subterra walk on. The Phalanx chopper. It's the best area at night though, all year round of course. Not just for Scarefest, and I say all year round, when it's open late, on after dark. To me, I say the start and end of the season, isn't it? I do really like that. And I've just managed to get down here for a night ride on Nemesis. Like I say, there you will get a lot more time to get those night rides in as Scarefest goes on, especially when the clocks change in October and it's the end of like summer saving. You'll be yeah, laughing for more night rides. Into the Nemesis containment zone. Good to see like the floodlights still working as well. It kind of spins round and this area pans all the way across. I do like that. To the beasts. I reckon this will be walk on now. 15-minute advertised. Can't see any queue up on the top. Yeah, it's gonna be walk on. Let's go. Nemesis Reborn at night. That soundtrack though, I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit worried when I heard that they were going to be changing the soundtrack because it was iconic, but they did a really good job. I'm a score that remastered like the original track and added lots of new bits in there. They did a really good job. I think it's always worrying when you're messing with history, isn't it? Things that are iconic, that people love. These vibes at night are just so special around here. They did an excellent job last year when they added the new lighting package around Nemesis and of course all the new theming to complement the retrack of this 1994 beast. It's always been an amazing night ride, Nemesis, especially on the front row. But then when they enhanced all the lighting, they did an excellent job. I'll see you when I come off, and then I should just get a chance to get a little bit of footage of Toxicator and Galactica before the park closes. That I've just had an awesome front row night ride on Nemesis Reborn. Honestly, I love that coaster so much, I really do, and getting a night ride on there is always spectacular. My favourite seat on the ride is the back right seat. I feel like it's the most intense. However, at night I love it down there on the front because you just feel like you're going to hit all the rocks, the waterfalls, all the smoke. That's the thing, since they made it Reborn, they've added all the smoke effects around. It's just brilliant, absolutely amazing. I managed to join another three that were on the front row because obviously they do batch you in there, there's no front row queue anymore. but there was three in there, and they were all fans of the channel. They were lovely, and they let me go and join them for a front row, which was absolutely fantastic. So thanks for that. Really appreciate it. Oh, there's a look at Toxicera Night. Good to see that again. No fountains though. It's nice how you got all the green lighting, but then also you got the lights on the gondola itself. It makes it. That's it. 9 o'clock. Entrance closed. Oh, it looks so good. And that just gives me the time to have a little look here at Galactica. Oh, I managed to get around tonight. Yeah, literally most of this vlog has been filmed in 90 minutes. And obviously it's normally filmed across the full day. So yeah, it's been a bit of a rush for me getting around, but hopefully you've enjoyed the shots. Everybody running to get the last rides in. I think they're already too late. Yeah, you used to get like an extra 5 minutes back in the day. It used to be called the Magic 5 when I worked here, and just to stop anybody like getting to entrances and saying, oh, you know, my phone says it's 8:59 and my phone says it's 1 minute past, that sort of thing. You know, so they used to do like an extra 5 minutes, but I don't think they do that anymore. When it says 9 o'clock, it is dead on 9 o'clock now. Yeah, looking good around here at Galactica. Park's Flying Coaster. And that almost brings us to the end of this vlog. Nighttime here at Alton Towers Scarefest 2025. And what a night it's been. Really enjoyed getting around and getting all the shots for you all. Oh, there we go, you're just seeing some more footage of Galactica. And yeah, I've just been getting some nice photos around here in Forbidden Valley. It's deserted now. It's like 9:45, 45 minutes after ride close. Don't forget that you have got the 2 scare zones that do stay open through until 9:30, and yeah, they're very quiet at this time of the night. That's it. The end of a magical day. Well, there we go. I thought we might as well wrap up the vlog right down here by the beast herself, Nemesis Reborn. All quiet, all the staff have gone home around here, and yeah, the music's still on though, lighting's still on, of course the monorail's there, shuttling people back to the car parks and hotels. What a great night. I've got a right sweat on, you know, going around the park tonight, getting all these shots for you all, but I love doing it, just going around, capturing the atmosphere and getting the footage of all the different rides in the dark. You gotta think we're very local to here, we only live 10 minutes away, so I'll have some much more chilled out evenings coming up with Charlotte and George, and yeah, getting to get lots of night rides in and make the most of it. But tonight for me was about getting around, getting lots of nighttime footage, and the fact that Scarefest has started a week earlier has meant it's not getting as dark yet until a little bit later. It was about 7:30 by the time it was pitch black. So it's been getting around the park, and yeah, this vlog's been filmed, you know, in under like 2 hours really, going around getting it all in, and normally it would be across the full day. But I hope you've enjoyed it. Alton Towers at night really is a special place. I do love this park, and of course we all get frustrated sometimes how Alton Towers is and how it's operated, but you know what, you walk around on nights like tonight, it's special, it's an amazing place, it really is. It's just got so much potential. We all wanted to have that, we really do, but honestly, like this park, seeing it at night, absolutely gorgeous. All the lighting, all the props that they've got around, and yeah, done the scare zones again tonight as well, which has been absolutely awesome. And yeah, ending right down here by the one and only Nemesis Reborn. All quiet, all the staff have gone home around here, and yeah, the music's still on though, lighting's still on, of course the monorail's there, shuttling people back to the car parks and hotels. What a great night. I've got a right sweat on, you know, going around the park tonight, scenery at night, absolutely gorgeous. All the lighting, all the props that they've got around, and yeah, done the scare zones again tonight as well, which has been absolutely awesome. And yeah, ending right down here by the one and only Nemesis Reborn eye right there. But of course, make sure you check out the opening day vlog if you haven't already seen it here on Theme Park Worldwide, featuring the maze reviews. And yeah, lots more coming up. Stay tuned. We're heading to Disneyland Paris in a few days. We've got a trip to Leesburg for Halloween, Portaventura Halloween, and so much more here on Theme Park Worldwide. If you've enjoyed watching, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. It really helps up the channel. Subscribe, turn those notifications on, and that leaves me with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. Good night, Nemesis.